Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barbara and today we are going to be talking about the books I'm planning to read in March. So, March is a no special month, I feel like, because I don't plan to take part in any readathons or anything like that. It's just going to be some book clubs and yeah, catching up on library reads and such. So we'll see how that goes. There are no big plans, and yeah, hopefully it goes better than February, because in February I hit a major reading slump, and I finished listening to one audiobook and I read another book which I haven't finished yet. So that's the first one I want to talk about now. It is not necessarily a March read because I am planning on finishing it by the end of February. It is today, February 26th, so I have, well, tonight evening and then 2 more days to finish this book. I have like 60 pages left, so I think it's doable, even with my slump. And the book is For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. This is the book I've been reading for, or I started reading for Polarthon, as I mentioned in the last TBR video, which I will link down below. So you can check it out if you want to, but for the Polarthon I picked this as Polar Fantasy, and I just hit a huge reading slump. And so I'm still reading it 3 weeks later. But I plan to finish this. So this is not necessarily a March read, but I just wanted to mention it. Another book I will be reading definitely in March, because I haven't finished in February. It is the climate book. This is the book for my book club. The discussion will be in mid-March. The live show is not set up yet, but I will do it in the next couple days. But yeah, I am currently on page 50 out of like 400. So not that much in, but yeah, as I said, a huge reading slump. But once I finish this one, I will dive into this one. So this is going to be my first March read, even though it's supposed to be January, February, but you know, I'm just gonna be reading this. So that's the first one. Then in the last month with TBR, I took kind of a punishment because I didn't read the book from the TBR Avatar when I picked a prompt. I didn't get to that book, so I picked another prompt last month to read a book, and for that I picked The Luminaries, but as I mentioned, I didn't get to this, so we're going to be picking another prompt. But I will do it at the end, because first I want to talk about the books for the book clubs, then I can pull a card. So first I want to talk about some book club reads. So first was the climate book, but that is for January, February, but I still need to read that. Second is for G's Patreon book club, and for the March the pick is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by XEO. And this is a YA fantasy, I think inspired by Korean legend. And it is perfect for fans of Uprooted and Miyazaki's Spirited Away. So yeah, I don't really know what it is about, but that's for the book club and I'm excited. Also for the very same book club, I didn't get the book, the February pick book, on time from library. I still don't have it. I think I should get it maybe next week or in 2 weeks or something like that. It's the Spells for Forgetting. And so when I get it from library, I will read it then. It will be delayed. The live show was yesterday actually, but I still want to, you know, get to it. So I will be reading that as well. And then next book club that I want to participate in is the Howling book club, hosted by Sasha from The Wild Sasha. And for March, the pick is The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. This is, I think, adult fantasy. What it is about, I don't know. I think the magic is somehow tied to bones. I'm actually not sure what it is, but I heard amazing things about it and I'm really excited. So this one. Then I have 2 more books from library that I would like to get to. I don't think it's like urgent, so maybe possibly I could prolong it for the next month, for the April, but just to put it out there, and they are going to be on the TBR this month, is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is an adult sci-fi. I read 2 books from this author before. I read the Monk and Robot series and I really enjoyed it, so I want to check her novel, her like full-length novel books. So I'm excited for this one. And then another fantasy book is Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez. And this is a fantasy book inspired by Bolivian history and politics. So yeah, I've been intrigued by this one, by the cover, by the sound of it, and yeah, I think the cover is really cute. And there is like a sloth and a fox, or what it is. No, that's like some big cat thingy. Snake. Yeah, I just love the look of it. So that. I think I'm very ambitious considering that I just read only 2 books in February, but well, March is longer, so this is what we can do. And now I can pick another prompt. And for this prompt, I will pick a book that I own physically. It can't be any of the library books. So I'll have to add 1 book on top of this. And if I don't read it, well, we'll see what happens next. But I really hope I will get to that one. So let's see. There. There are 2. There we go. So this is a book set in a country that's not your own. Alright, that should be fairly easy. I don't have many books set in Sweden or Slovakia. So yeah, I think for this, I'm going to pick a book that I've been wanting to continue, but I still haven't gotten to it. And it is The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman. I read the first book in September and I still haven't gotten to continue the series. So The Subtle Knife it is. It is set in, I think, England and in a different world entirely, like a parallel dimension or something. So this definitely fits the prompt. So Subtle Knife it is. I remembered after I finished filming, I remembered that I forgot to mention one thing. I apologize for the lighting now, it's awful. But I forgot about the one thing to mention in the TBR. And that is that I also want to participate in the 1-year-long reading challenge for the Aeldia readathon hosted by G. You know, the 1-year-long, so every month you get a prompt. I forgot about that. So for March, my prompt is, since I turned left in January, for March the prompt is read a book longer than 500 pages. And none of the books that I chose are 500 pages. So I have to add another 500-page book on top of it. And to be nice to myself a bit, I decided to go for an audiobook. And I have an audiobook on Audible. I have this since it won. It won the Women's Prize for Fiction, I think, last year. So then I saw it on Audible and I added it to my library. And that is like 560 pages long. And it is the book of Form and Emptiness, I think, by Ruth Ozek. And yeah, I have no idea what it is about. I think it is contemporary fiction. And yeah, it won the Women's Prize for Fiction in 2022, I believe. And that is longer than 500 pages. It is an audiobook, so I'm going to try to squeeze that in. So that's that. Back to the TBR. That's the very quick TBR for March because, yeah, there is not that much to think about here. So this is the TBR plus spells for forgetting. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm really excited. I think it's a lot of fun books. It is a lot of fantasy, so that will be interesting. But yeah, I'm really excited. Let me know if you read any of these and what you thought. Or if you would like to read some of these with me and like buddy read them together. I think that would be great. And yeah, I think that's that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!